Now I am going to cut this squash, and then I'm going to peel it and cut it using this knife and chopping board. First, I'll take this squash, then cut it in half. Then after that, I'm going to scrape the inners of this squash. Then I will remove this and put this here. Then after that, I will peel its skin using this knife. So I'm going to cut the skin here. I'm going to cut the skin. Then the skin. Then the skin. Then I am going to remove it by cutting it. Then I'll remove the remaining skins of the squash. Now this looks fine for me. Now I'm going to cut it again here. Cut this again here. Cut this again here. Cut this again here. Then I will cut this in half. Then also this. Then I will cut this also. Also this, I'll cut this in 3 pieces. Then this also, I will cut this. I will cut this also. This also. Then I'm going to take these vegetables and put this here. Take this and put this here. I'll I'll take this and put this here. Now I'm going to get this squash and put this on the chopping board. Then I'm going to remove the inners of this squash. Then after that, I'll put the inners there. Then I'm going to remove the skin of this squash using knife. And then after that, I will chop this squash into small pieces. I'm going to chop here, here, going to chop here. I'm now going to chop here, 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 and then here. Then I'll take these pieces and put this here. Then I'm going to chop this, and then I'm going to put this here. Next, I'll chop this piece in half. Then I'm going to take this piece and put this here. Next, I'm going to chop this and put this here. Then I'm going to chop this. I'll remove first here this. Then I'm going to chop into 3. Then put this here. Then I'm going to remove this. Then I'm going to chop this into 3. Then I'm going to take this and put this here. Next, I'm going to remove this. Then I'm going to chop this into 3. Then I'm going to take this and put this here. Then I will remove this. Then I'm going to chop this into 3. Alright. Then I'm going to take this, put this here.